Okay, let's look at the homework 6.2, problem number 9. Alright, so we want to find the absolute max and the absolute min values of this function, right, over this closed interval. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to take the derivative to find the critical number. So let's do that. So f prime of x is equal to, right, so you have two things multiplied together, so x squared and e to the negative x over 2. So product rule. So derivative of the first is 2x times the second, e to the negative x over 2, right, plus x squared. Then derivative of that would be, let's see, e to the negative x over 2 times, derivative inside is negative 1/2, right? So we can factor out the common factors. So let's see, we have e to the negative x over 2, so that's in common, right? So we can pull that out. So e to the negative x over 2, right? And also x. So x is in common. So there are two of them. So I'll just circle that. So x is factored out. All right. Then what's left would be you're going to have, let's say, 2 from the first term and a negative x over 2. Right? We set this equal to 0. Right? Right, remember that the exponential function is never 0. In fact, this is actually always positive. So we can make, let's see, we can make x equal to 0. So it's one of them. Right? And here, x equals 4. So x equals 4. Right? So those are the critical numbers. Right? So there are 4 different numbers we have to check. So we have to look at the f of negative 1 and also f of 0. So that's the first critical number. And also f of 4. And then f of 6. Right, so let's compute f of negative 1. All right, so f of negative 1, so to the original function, so negative 1 squared is 1, and e to the negative 1, so e to the 1/2, so e to the 1/2, which is square root of e, right? About 0. So if you plug in 0, actually 0 is the function value. And if you plug in 4, so that would be, so 4 squared would be 16 divided by, let's see, so negative, so put e on the bottom, 4 over 2, so e squared, right? And 6, so 6 times 6, 36, right, divided by, right, e to the negative, so e cubed. All right, then we need to find this, let's say, absolute minimum. I can tell that the absolute minimum will be this guy. All right, so this guy is absolute minimum. All right, so let's write that down. So absolute minimum would be 0. All right. All right, then absolute max would be, I think either these two. Let's see, e is about 2.7, so if you multiply top and bottom by 2.7, so 16 times 2.7 is definitely larger than 36. So this is going to be the absolute max. Right, so this is 16 over e squared. right? So let's type these guys in, right? So you have, right, so this was 0 for the absolute min, and absolute max was 16 over e to the 2, e squared. Alright, so let's submit for testing. Alright, it came back and looks like we got the absolute minimum and absolute maximum correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.